Hello, hello, hello. It is Elsa 932 on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you and welcome. Welcome in. Welcome to the new members. Welcome to the new subscribers. This is unsolicited advice. This is where I find online people are asking the internet for advice, and we're here to give our advice. It was not asked of us, but I'm bringing it to you because I want to hear your advice for that person. Please pardon me if I'm sniffling. I'm trying not to catch a cold while we change our temperatures here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Nesto's Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. I love saying your name. You know that. Hey, Jackson Tabasco. Hey, Toddy Jackson. Yes, fam. We are here. We are here. And now I have decided to give you all the teasers on the actual thumbnails. Okay. So somebody found her boyfriend's second phone. That's going to be one of them. And somebody's husband wants a girlfriend on the side. Okay, that's another one coming up. We got 4 for you today. Hey Sam, glad to have you here. We got a few of them here. Hey Lady Lyrics, yay, glad to see you. So let's go with the first one. Y'all know how we get down, how we get into this, okay, how we get into things. And we will cover this first one, okay? It says this is a 29-year-old male. He says, my girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, hooked up with someone 3 hours after our first date. So it says, hey guys, just looking for some advice on how to proceed and approaches you would take. Title says it all, but I found out she texted some guy she'd been hooking up with 20 minutes after we left each other and, to go meet up and basically F that man. So that he used the whole word. I can't use it here. He says, I confronted her about it and she initially tried lying about the messages, but they were pretty explicit. And she eventually admitted it and apologized. I know we weren't exclusive, but it really feels like I was the second choice. And if the hookup would have committed to her, then she would have chosen to be with him. We've been together for 4 months now, and I really want to move past this, but I think this hanging over the relationship is going to create a lot of issues. I don't know if I can trust, especially when their first instinct is to lie and cover it up. Does anyone have a similar experience or any advice for me, please? Okay. Hey, Delphine, I see you snuck in. Hey, glad to see you. Hey, cross country cruise her. So did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear him? The young man is asking for our advice. He is 29. The young lady is 25. After their first date, she went for her situationship. She went for her hookup. Her friends with benefits. And he said, well, if that person had picked you, maybe you would be with them. He said 20 minutes after their first date. And he understands they weren't exclusive. Y'all know how diabolical I am. It's just a first date, sir. Calm down. She did eventually choose you. Calm down. Calm down. It was just a first date. She didn't know you. She felt good vibes. You had a second date. Now, 3-4 months later, y'all are together. I think you should just, find a way to kind of let it go in a sense of, you said it, y'all weren't exclusive. But, it stands to reason like 20 minutes after the date, she's like texting the other man, what you doing? What you up to? I'm sorry. What you doing? What you up to? I just had a date, but I'd like to see you. I mean, I'm just playing in my head all the things that she was doing, all the things that she was doing after this date with this young man. And she's like, oh, that was a good date. But that don't mean that's a good date and I cut off all my other connections. Sir, we just met. We just met. Sir, why would I cut everybody off just for you? I don't know you. I don't know if this is a thing. And now it is. So that leads me to believe, sir, you said, okay, technically they were not an item. Yes, let it pass. Technically, he said they've been together how long? 4 months now. So how did you find these messages, sir? Did you go back through her messages 4 months? Or did you look for every man she sent messages to so you could see? Or did you just go all the way back 4 months? Or has it been 4 months since you reached out to that dude? So it was, early on in the messages. Sir, what are we doing? How we find these messages? I'm curious now. Did we go digging? Because when you go digging, you find stuff. At their young age, I wouldn't even worry about it. Clearly, he didn't put something in her mind to stay with her after the date. Well, I mean, it's after a good date. He probably fed her, and she had a good time, great personality. And he called the next day for a second date. Okay, this is where it's going. He has been added to the roster. Now that they are exclusive and together, the roster has been cleared, and that other dude, does not have access. So I need to know, how did we find this? How do we even go digging and then confronting her? Ugh. Good date to him, not to her. It probably was a good date. Once my belly is, full and I done ate, that's a good date. Great conversation, great food, everything is mellow. She ain't gonna be, giving him the cookies on the first date. It's the first date. That don't mean that somebody who's already been on the roster and pre-approved ain't gonna end up, sharing dessert with her or of her. I just, sir, sir, stop. It was only the first day. I need to know how you found this out. You said you confronted her with the messages. Where'd the messages come from? You went digging. If they didn't establish rules of engagement at the first date, he simply has to let it go. Right. We don't know what his itinerary was like. She may not be the only lady that he was entertaining at the time. Let's go through your messages, sir. Why don't share your messages, share your history, or probably it's been conveniently deleted. I'm sure that's it. Yeah. Okay. If you made me laugh or we dance, it's a good date. Hey, laugh or dance. You could laugh and dance. I need to laugh. Dancing is optional, but I need to be fed. I need to be fed, Delphine Azul. I need to be fed. Okay. Okay. But y'all, please put your unsolicited advice in the comments below if you're watching this on the replay, and let us know what you think. Because I think it's a non-issue. It's 3 hours after your first date. She didn't feel like going home. She didn't feel like ending the night, and certainly not with you. But she's with you now, 3, 4 months later. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. So while y'all are hitting that, I hope you have hit the like and you are subscribed to the channel. Let me go pull up the next one. Okay. This one is my husband. She is a 38-year-old female and the husband is 39-year-old male. Okay. Marriage of 18 years. Thinks he should have a girlfriend on the side. This is pure insanity. This is how she starts, y'all. This is pure insanity. We have 3 kids together, 3, 4, and 17. Wow, lady, that's a gap. Okay. I'm constantly busy with the kids all day doing the whole thing. My 4-year-old and 17-year-old are both in school. I stay home with my 3-year-old during the day. My husband works 7 to 4 every Monday to Friday. Some days he gets off at 4, but doesn't make it home until 5 or 6 p.m. for various reasons. We haven't had intimacy of any form of actual release in about 2 months. Our schedule doesn't always line up because I work from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Thursday. I get 5 hours of sleeping. I'm constantly going all day with my 3-year-old. My 17-year-old is a senior. She's got all kinds of stuff going on. My husband is upset and thinks this is normal thing to ask his wife, who isn't giving it to him, for him to seek it in other places. He seems to think if he's paying for everything, he is owed this one small act that to show that I love him. I feel as though this is ridiculous. I'm exhausted by the end of the week. He doesn't really help with the kids. He's physically present with us and the kids just not active with us whenever the kids want to play or interact with their dad. There's always an excuse as to why he needs to excuse himself from the situation after 5 to 10 minutes. It's too loud. He can't handle the kids all over him. He has to think about paying bills. I feel like I'm just his little doll for pleasure that he can use whenever he feels the desire, and I'm left all alone and used. I've expressed these emotions and feel, to him, and he laughs it off. He said, These things that you're saying is just silly. He will show no interest in me until the kids are down for the night and it's his time. I emailed the divorce attorney and I'm through with this disrespect. Almost 20 years. Maybe I should just take it and just deal with it. What is your advice? Jackson, he wants a girlfriend on the side. Yes, crazy work, Nestos. Girl, he's getting it from elsewhere. He is. He is. He is. He's getting it from elsewhere. Normal. Hey, what's Aaron? Glad to see you here. Glad to have you here. I see you're a new member as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, he thinks he deserves a girlfriend on the side. Okay? One thing these men gonna do is have the audacity. Hey, Dorica, glad to see you. Yes, they will have the audacity, the unmitigated gall. He think, hey, he paying for everything. I guess he paying for that too. I guess he feel he paying for access to that too. Okay? He paying. So she just got to give it up. Okay? Okay, she just got to give it up. Yeah, he already doing as he pleases. This is unfortunate to say the least. I'll move on from this marriage. I do realize this is so easy for me to say. It's easy to say, and what I would say, young lady, depending on the state that you're in, now that you have cracked the 10-year mark, and you should learn this from, Kobe Bryant and his wife, because she was 10 years in when he did his foolishness. The reason why he stayed is because after 10 years, you got access to everything, including future earnings in the form of retirement. Okay? Once you cross that 10-year mark, you can claim everything. Now, here's my question. Why are you working so much if he paying all the bills? I need to understand that. Why are you working Sunday to Thursday and you say he paying all the bills? Your schedule is from 7 p.m. till midnight, Sunday through Thursday. Why? 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 He paying everything, right? He paying everything. No wonder she doesn't want to have relations with him. She's exhausted after handling everything with the kids and the house. Hey, Cheryl Davis, I see that lovely new photo. I see that lovely new avatar with all the hearts around it. Come on. Lady, why are we working if he paying all the bills, if he taking care of everything? And why does he need to stress about bills if he already paying it? We don't have any stressors, do we? I need to know what happened with 17, okay? I need to know what happened at 17. You have a 17-year-old, and then you have a 3 and 4-year-old. I need to know what happened there. Because I tell you right now, my kids are 5 years apart. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Aretha saying ain't no way. Ain't no way. After 15 good years, 13 good years, I'm having any more babies. I'm sorry. What happened there? What happened there? Because yes, y'all married when you were 20, he was 21, 18 years. 18 years. You have a 17-year-old. I understand that happened right away. You had a kid right away. Why we have a 3 and a 4? It's like we tripped and then we fell in again. Why do we have a 3 and a 4-year-old after all this time? After all this time, 3, 4, and 17. That's a year-wide gap. To start all over after I already got one out the way. Yes, couldn't be me. Now, when my eldest, we were in Lamar's class at that time, first husband, my eldest child, there was a family like that. They had just sent their kid to college and she was with child. I said, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. No, not me. Ludicrous. Who you think you're talking to? I just take out a piece of couldn't be me. Nah, not me. That's it. It couldn't be. 3 and 4. It's not like okay, now we had one. Okay, the 4-year-old came. Yes, we got that together. The involuntary pre-K, therefore, now we done fell in right after the 4-year-old. I mean, it seems like my hormones ain't even got back into balance and we back with another kid. There's a 17-year difference between my sister and oh, daggone it, Lady Lyric. Wait a minute. 17 difference between your sister and your little brother. Don't tell me you came right after. Is this your family, Lady Lyric? Is this is this is this your mom that wrote this? I'm just kidding. 17-year gap. Daggone it. That I don't usually see with the same husband and wife. I usually don't see that big of a gap, but Lady Lyric is coming in here saying, yeah, that's my family too. 17-year gap. Wow. I couldn't be me. Your mother is a wonderful woman. Okay. This lady is a wonderful woman in order to be doing this. Cause mm-mm, mm-mm. I only made sure there was a 5-year gap because, one could go to college. And if you need an extra year for college, I am paying for 2 in college at the same time. Couldn't, couldn't, couldn't. That could be a part of my life either. One and done for you. Oh, hey, Toddy. Well, it was supposed to be one and done for me, but my eldest, he needed a sibling. And I was not opposed to having a second. Okay. Not opposed at all. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Jackson Tabasco. Please hit the like button. There are 18 of you in here. I would appreciate if you just, tip your waitress by hitting that like button. Done, done, done. One and done, done, Toddy Jackson said. My mother was a one and done. My grandmother was a one and done. Y'all see how many? My boys are the first boys after 3 generations of women. Do y'all hear me? So those women spoil them. Okay, those women spoil them. Grandma and great grandma, they spoil them. First generation men born into the family after 3 generations of women. Mm-mm. But you see this foolishness right here. No, no, no. We have a 5-year gap. That's it. There's a big gap between my husband's son and my son but that ain't our children together. No, 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 no. Couldn't happen. But y'all, please place your unsolicited advice for this young lady. I think you started off right. You email the divorce attorney, go get that free consultation, and he will tell you exactly what's going to happen. It's 18 years in, but keep in mind, you already, this is what they say. Sounds like when they say you are married but single because you have no support. He's not even helping you get the kids down because he thinks that's your job. Yeah. Yeah, you starting off well. I don't have much advice other than go to the appointment with the attorney, go to that appointment, find out all your rights, and then make a plan. Don't say nothing. Don't say anything until you start with your plan and follow your attorney's advice on what's going on. And you could certainly talk to other people who may have divorced and done that, but say nothing. Let him be at work and be served. Don't move out the house. Don't move anything. Do not change a lock. That's the basic stuff. But the ball will start rolling once you go with that attorney and you could figure out where to go from there. Okay? That's my advice to her. What is your advice? Please put it in the comments below. So let's get to the next one. It's a little bit long, y'all. It's a little bit long, but it's spicy. Okay? It's a little bit long, but it's spicy. This is the second phone one. Okay? This is the second phone one. Says, I, a 30-year-old female, found my husband's second phone. He is a 29-year-old male. Okay? I found my husband's second phone yesterday, and I'm in a shambles. We've been together for almost 12 years and married for almost 10. I'm 7 months postpartum and have been struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety since I had our wonderful baby boy. I see my therapist weekly and a psychiatrist often, okay? It hasn't been an easy battle, and I know it's taken a toll on my little family, but I've been trying and I have been getting better. My husband, let's call him Jax, has been very supportive, but his work schedule moved him to night shift, so we barely see each other except for a few hours on the weekends. He tends to keep the same sleep schedule those days, so I end up sleeping on the couch while he stays awake in the living room just to be close because I miss him. Well, fast forward to yesterday. I was looking for his car keys to move the car, and I was looking at his work bag when I found his old phone. I immediately felt my stomach drop because I thought he got rid of it and it was fully charged, so it had to have been used recently. I went to wake him up and had him unlock it for me. He swore there was nothing on it and he was just trying to download pictures off of it onto his laptop. Well, he lied. There was a second Reddit and email account there that had messages, posts, and comments, all being of an explicit and flirting with other women. I messed up and locked the phone when he tried to take it, so I don't know the pin to get back into it to take screenshots, and he refused to give it to me. When I ran out the room, he deleted the Reddit account and the email account. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't know where to go from here. I quit my job because he wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm a homebody with pretty much no friends. And to make things harder, his family lives with us. Where do I go from here? An update on the bottom says he came clean and told me he was sexting 10 different people over the span of a month or two. He also admitted to doing this for the past 4 years. Although his primary and secondary Reddit account, he said he wanted to fix this and will do whatever it takes to do so. I'm at a loss, okay? I told his mother she is on my side and said that it is my choice what happens next in this. I have requested I requested to see my therapist twice a week going forward so I can handle this and come up for air. I'm still trying to figure out what is best for me and my baby boy. I'm applying to jobs to establish my independence once again. Okay, y'all, that's the end. Whew. Ooh, that one was long. Dorica said, of course, who's surprised? We're not surprised. We are not surprised. Okay. Why do we need the screenshots? I wouldn't need the screenshots. I would not. For me, okay, I got what I needed. I saw what I needed to see. And I know what's going on. She's in postpartum. She is having anxiety. So, of course, she is kind of all over the place. I understand. Lady, you saw it. 4 years. 4 years. He didn't come clean till you made him clean. 4 years of this. You just had the baby. So he been running the streets and running through you. I'm sorry, I got to be this harsh in the retelling. He running the streets and running with you. It may be messages, but I'm sorry. He's seeing somebody outside. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. He ain't just messaging people on Reddit. He's not. He got to be hooking up with people. Ain't no way he just messaging for 4 whole years. He ain't gonna be satisfied just sitting wherever he is at work or out in the car. He ain't gonna be satisfied with that. Okay? This is another awful story. Again, work as hard and fast as you can to get out of this marriage for the sake of you and your baby. The only thing I would say, young lady, do like the first lady did, contact a lawyer, contact an attorney and follow their advice, okay? But don't go run for that job too quick cuz he has to support you. And that, job fund's going to be calculated and stuff, but you right now to stay at home, this is what all of those laws are for ladies like yourself who are not working and staying home to maintain to take care of your family. He's got to support you. I'm just saying. Follow your lawyer. Stay to save up that runaway fund, then leave when you got enough. Right. You could totally do that. Totally do that. Follow a lawyer. He already confessed. Maybe try a marriage counselor, but she has to decide if her marriage is worth saving. Thank you, Cheryl Davis. Cheryl always brings me back down to earth, y'all. Okay. Cheryl, Sam, a few of you know how far I get. Okay. And Cheryl brings me back down to the ground. Like, yes, we could talk about this. It ain't gonna be me. I don't that kind of infidelity I don't go for. Mm-mm. No, I don't go for. But maybe this young lady thinks that, hey, maybe she can forgive. Maybe they can progress in their marriage and maybe they can have a long-standing marriage. So maybe you can, find a marriage counselor. You're already in therapy. You get counseling together and maybe y'all can work through this. He has confessed after the fact. But he has confessed. His mama is on your side. So mama, maybe mama is, could be a go-between. But having that family live with you too is a lot. I don't know why family ain't helping you with that baby. Why you got to stay home with the baby if his mama there and his family living with you. I need to understand the whole dynamic of the household. Don't laugh, Cheryl. You bring us down to earth. I be crashing out, you know, I'll be crashing out sometimes. Okay. Yes, we love our Cheryl Davis. Did he confess? She said, yes. At the end, I said, he came clean and told me he was sexting 10 different people over the span of a month or two. But he been communicating with folks for the past 4 years. He also admitted to doing this for 4 years. So he lied the first time he was confessing. And then eventually he also admitted to doing this for the past 4 years. 10 different people over a month or two. He out here. He out here. I wish I could see the upside to this. She could forgive him, Sam. This is his indiscretion. This is his indiscretion. Okay? 4 years is wild. No, sir, bye. Thank you, Dorica. Thank you. But Cheryl is keeping us firmly that, hey, maybe they can work on this. Hey, Felicia H. Just checking in. But 10 people. I know you just walked in on that part of it. Lady Lyric said the problem is that we have a lot of people say that they can forgive, but then they'll bring it up years later. Right. When you forgive something like this, you got to let it go. Let it go. Just another love TKO. It can't come back up. It can't come back up. You got to let it go. But I ain't that type. Okay. Because I will be the one saying it out loud. His history of cheating is too long. I'll be the one the minute you offend me, I don't, and especially if we at the dinner table and your mama there, you better get your son. You better get your son because the saint about to become a sinner. Okay. Because he been sinning all over town. So he better not come talk to me sideways. I can't. I would be making your life excruciating. She definitely needs to have a runaway money before leaving. Yes, she does. She does. And my thing is she's surrounded by his family. Where's her family? Where's her family? Where her cousin and them? Okay, where her cousin and them? And sometimes we are embarrassed that we find this. Sometimes we are embarrassed and we don't share it. She shared it with his mama because his mama living there. She probably heard the commotion. But sometimes we're too embarrassed to tell. You better tell Dede and them, but maybe not. Because Dede and them may come in like Delphine Azul, okay? Dede and them may come in and be like, I heard there's problems here with my cousin. I'm not that healed. I'll be bringing it up too. Thank you, Felicia H. I ain't that healed. I'm not. More times than not, you still don't know it all. They just confirmed what you found on your own, but could be way more hiding. I think it's way more hiding. I think you found the messages, but you ain't found the photos of him with whoever he was seeing. You ain't found the photos of him running these streets and who he run the streets with because he kept that old phone in the work bag and he kept it on silent because you ain't never heard it. You ain't never felt it vibrate. You wanted to move his car. And now you're going to be thinking every weird move he makes that he done cheating and he doing something else. And then he done deleted all that other stuff. He just don't want you to find. Yes. the photos, the videos. You just found the messages. Okay? The messages. But here's the thing. Why'd she go in the work bag when oh yeah, she was looking for his keys. Oh yeah. Looking for his keys and found that second phone, his old phone. So she knew the phone. See, back in the day, y'all, back in the day, when you were getting a new phone, they transferred everything and they took that old phone. And nowadays, they just transfer everything. It's downloaded from the cloud, and you can keep that old phone. And he kept that old phone and he kept it separate. Probably got a separate email too, young lady. He got another email that you don't know nothing about. He got that ready. He got another email. Got another email. He communicating with these folks. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. A low down dirty scoundrel. I was about to say low down dirty shame. Yes, low down dirty scoundrel for 4 years, Felicia H. 4 years. He only confessed to that after he confessed to being with 10 or so people over the past, 2 months or so. Mm-mm. The phone, you saw the messages, lady. Get your lawyer, get it together. Let's get to move on and plan of action. Get legal advice and plan your action. Okay? The more y'all talk, the more angry I'm getting. Take him to the cleaners. Now we got our voice of reason coming over to our side. Cheryl, you can't be like that. You're our voice of reason. Go to counseling, communicate. You are our higher consciousness. You can't be like us too. Hey, the Duchess, glad to have you here. We're talking about this, as Felicia H called him, this low down dirty scoundrel. Okay, the wife done found his second phone. He been talking to 10 different people over a month or two, and he been talking to people over the past 4 years on this old phone that he hid in his work bag. Okay, a phone he hid in his work bag, but his family lived with them. She a stay-at-home mom. The baby 3 months old. Okay, the baby 3 months old. She don't know what to do. She's having a little postpartum, issues. We understand. And his mama on her side, but this low down dirty scoundrel been hiding his behaviors behind his old phone that he kept in his work bag. Mm-hmm. He working all right, but we think it's more to it than just communication. Okay, so y'all, please put your unsolicited advice. That was just a debrief for the Duchess. Okay, when y'all roll through, if y'all come in late, sometimes I give y'all a little debrief, but you could scroll it back so you could see. So this is going to be our last story of the day, y'all. Okay. Imagine if she didn't find the second phone. I wonder if she would have ever found out. Never. If he did not double park and block her, she'd have never found that. Ever, Lady Lyric. He been hiding this for 4 years, Lady Lyric. 4 years. She would have never found it. If she didn't know something was going on, she was not paying attention. A man couldn't cheat that long without your intuition kicking in. True. And maybe she was starting to get the inkling, and that's when she turned up, expecting. And then maybe she fell into the whole, preparing, nesting, and all of that. Really feel for her. Really feel for her. I don't know. She didn't mention how long they've been married. She just says she's 7 months postpartum. Oh yes, married for almost 10 years. Lady, don't do nothing till after that you cross that 10-year mark. I done said it to the previous lady. Make that 10-year mark, then make a move based on legal advice. But make that 10-year mark, ma'am. Please. Trust me. Make that 10-year mark. Okay? Okay? Yes, the Duchess told the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. Okay? So let's get to the last one. This one is, we get from mild to spicy around here. And the phone thing, even though you think that was something, that ain't spicy enough. We got more spice. Okay? This says, my 24-year-old male boyfriend wants to watch porn while sleeping with me. 22-year-old female. Okay? You hear the ages. Okay? Okay. To start off, we have been together for over a year now. He does not let me follow his social media. And yes, I know that is already a red flag. Well, girl, why are you here if you know it's a red flag? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me continue without interruption. He often goes out to parties with his friends, which I'm totally okay with. However, He gets mad at me when I want to go out with my friends. At least once a week, when we are having intimate relations, he will ask to watch porn while doing it. I have expressed to him many times that this makes me feel like I'm unattractive to him or that he doesn't want me anymore. He tells me that he just, can't help it. I told him to stop asking to watch it during our intimacy, but he will ask for a break and then just ask to watch it. I don't understand why he keeps asking because it makes me feel bad. He also just doesn't put effort into our relationship. He never plans dates, he never texts me first, and is always on his phone when we are together. I know it's obvious that something is wrong, but I think I just need an outside perspective because he says that I'm looking too much into this. Am I going crazy? No, no, sister, you ain't going crazy. He ain't that into you. I'm sorry. I got to tell you. He ain't that into you. If he into his phone more than you, he ain't planning no date. He ain't into you. He into whoever in that phone. Okay? He into that phone. He definitely outside with the side chick. That was the previous guy. So why is she here? Thank you. Sounds like nothing good going on in the relationship. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, homie has an issue. Shouldn't be your issue too. Bye. Bye. Thank you, what's Aaron? Yes. Yes. Ladies, we know this. We know this. I don't know why. She put it in there. Yes, I know already it's a red flag. Well, sister, why aren't you stopping? Why aren't you stopping? Curb him. And you know what I love? Y'all, I have a media asset that I want to share with you about red flags. And for some of you who do watch this reality TV show, you'll recognize the person, okay? You'll recognize the person. They have an ad, and I just took a clip from it, okay? Now, y'all will laugh if you watch this show. But if we're talking about red flags in the future, this is what I'm going to be posting.
All red flags.
Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch the red flags?
All red flags.
All red flags. All red flags. Too young to be dealing with this mess. Yes, too young to be dealing with this mess. Too young. If y'all recognize the person from the I said I'll wait till their season is over before I'll wait till their season is over just in case I could get them to interview. But of course they're not going to come over here. They're not after what I've been saying. So I said, let me just clip that. Yes, Delphine, you know who it is. Yes. They have an ad on Instagram for something, they don't pay me, so I ain't saying what it is, but they had red flag, and then all red flags. I just took out those 2 seconds. It'll work for this channel, wouldn't it? It'll work for the channel. 2 seconds is good enough for media for you to be able to use it. And I just put some red flags across it to change it up. Hey, there we go. We have a red flag media asset. But young lady, here's Trey Mack, ladies. She's lost and should stay lost for accepting all of this for this long. Save the next man from dealing with her foolishness. What? Save the next man from dealing with her. Trey, please. Girl, why are you with him? He's showing you how he feels, and it ain't you. You're just another notch on his belt. Either accept him for what he is, a casual relationship, or dump him. I say dump. Cheryl is, also she speaks so eloquently. Okay? Speaks so eloquently. He must have been talking about himself. Yeah, Trey must have been talking about himself. Save the next man. Save the next man from dealing with her foolishness. How are we going to save the next man? I mean, come on. She's 22. He's 24. They're too young to be dealing with this. You know it's a red flag, young lady. You should be gone. He doesn't let you follow social media. That's your young people stuff. You should be gone. That's your young people stuff. My stuff, Yo, I don't even follow my husband on social media. I don't. But then I'm a different generation. We ain't all in the social media stuff. Changing your relationship status means something. That don't. You know what means something to me? I I could pick up his phone at any time. He could pick up my phone at any time, go into social media, look at it, look around, say hello to family from each other's account. No issue. Because we ain't about that life. We ain't about that social media. If I don't have access, can't see, now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. Okay? Not saying everybody gonna be the same way. Every man ain't gonna be the same way giving you access, because some people like to create stories when they get access and they see stuff and see something different and wrong. Now, Mr. L said that he don't like all this password stuff. He changed the password for his phone to be the same as mine. And I was like, okay, whatever. You already knew my password. He's like, that way I ain't got to figure out another password. Daggone it. Daggone it. He ain't got to do another password. This generation, which I am at the top of, is unserious and absolutely cooked. What's Aaron said, they are cooked. Well, what's Aaron? If you stick around here, you'll realize it's not just yours. Okay? It's not just yours. What's Aaron? I have to tell you, it's a lot of us. If you watch Love is Blind, Brazil, where's the over 50 people? They're acting reckless and whatless. Okay? They're acting reckless and whatless out here. So it's not just you. During unsolicited advice, sometimes we have people who are 60 years old. 60 years old that acting up. So I'm going to say it maybe it's because it's, 2025. Okay. What I say, would y'all endorse your son's deal with a young lady who clearly has no boundaries? That's rhetorical. No, you wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. But we also wouldn't have our sons be telling her, can I watch corn while you trying to work me over? He shouldn't be asking. She said, I'm learning. Now, there are a few diamonds in the rough. Okay. There are diamonds in the rough, but it's rough. Okay. As they say, you're going to have to kiss a few frogs to find a prince. You may have to kiss a few princes, because some of them prince looking ones is the ones that's diabolical. May have to, wander around and say, hey, I could deal with and handle this frog. I don't follow mine. I just ain't interested. Thank you, the Duchess. I just ain't interested. Plus, if I feel like I got to check and see what he's doing, I'm out. I have learned to trust my gut. Thank you, the Duchess. Trust your gut. We ain't got to be following and looking and hanging over your shoulder and looking at your stuff. My husband's phone is right next to me. He out in the yard and it's ringing. I don't turn it over to look and see who's calling. Right next to me on the desk. Honey, your phone was ringing. Well, who called? I don't know. It's not my phone. It still ticks him off. Again, we're from a different generation. It ticks him off. He's like, why don't you pick up the phone and answer? Take a message. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. My secretarial skills are not for free, but okay. Wait a minute. The message can be left directly by that person in that message program, and you could listen to it. But again, we're from a different generation. He's like, well, answer the phone, take a message, talk to them. And then you can just tell me, it's like, your phone is right here. Right here. He's like, oh, it's my brother's. Okay. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. You airing us out? Airing the seniors out? Yes, Sam. Seniors are acting up. Yes, I was your lover and your secretary. Working every day of the week. I would stop. Yeah, we ain't Mary J. Blige. No, it ain't gonna be no 11 years of sacrifice. No. And you could leave me at a drop of a dime. Oh, hell no, we ain't doing that. Sorry, Trey. You see how you take me all the way down to lyrics? We ain't doing that, because we damn sure not gonna cry. We dang sure not gonna cry. My Randolph thinks he has a personal secretary. Baby, get somebody else to do it. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Love and secretary don't belong in the same sentence. Okay. And if y'all wondering why we say Randolph, we do follow a channel called Unfiltered Doll Reactions. Okay. That is for grown folk over there. That's for grown people. She's actually covering people who do fake pregnancies right now, those fake pregnancy scandals. She's covering that very well over there. And we call what your significant other, if it's a man, we call him Randolph in there. So that's why Jackson Tabasco says my Randolph. For those of you who may not, you know, be subscribed to Unfiltered Doll Reactions. So he think personal secretary. Yeah, mine would like me to be. Mine would find mine. Mr. Elsid has asked if I could just like quit my job and just help him manage his business and be lover and secretary. I'm sorry. You know, separation of church and state. Yeah, we need to keep that separated. I just don't understand, like Married at First Sight, where the whole family is in the family business. Uh-uh. And I understand people do that, but I can't work. I have a coworker. She drives to work with her husband. They work in the same building. They drive home together. They have lunch together. And I said, "Girl, it couldn't be me. I feel like you're being held hostage. When do you have time for anybody else but him?" I couldn't do it. I said, if we go, maybe I could ride home with you, but let me take the bus. I'm gonna take the express bus to work. I need some separation. I need some time and space where I don't see you. We ain't packing our lunch together in the kitchen. I need to be away from you for a little bit. I can't. I just can't do it. So yeah, love and secretary, I ain't built for that. But back to this young lady, where he wants to watch corn while intimate with her. That's enough right there. You said it was a red flag, young lady. Follow that red flag and leave and be done. You already telling us what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. He doesn't put any effort in the relationship. He never plans date. He never texts you first. So you are not a priority in his life. It's always on his phone when y'all are together. And you also say it's obvious that something is wrong. What's wrong is you still there. Are you going crazy? Yes, you are going crazy because you're still there. You're still there. You don't need an outside perspective. You're asking for it, but you don't need it. You wrote it all there. The red flags are all there. You wrote it clear and concise and in a nice, neat paragraph. Leave. You are 22. He is 24. Leave. Y'all have been together for just over a year. Leave. Randolph. What is it, Mortimer? I'm still not talking to you. Look, Mortimer, we're back. What? Trey. No, okay? Now, funny you should do that because Mortimer is one of my family's names, okay? That's one of the names. Funny you should use that name, Trey Mac. Um, she sounds like she needs someone to walk her through the breakup. No way she thinks this is worth saving, even at her age. She should know. She knows what's Aaron. She knows. She wrote it. She knows. She knows. But she is having a battle between her heart and her head. Her head is telling her it's time to go, and her heart is like, we could work on this. You already said when he could not see corn while he's, BBD do me baby, while he's doing you baby, he wants to watch corn. If he don't get it, he pulls back. He pulls away. This ain't it. Unless you're willing to bring corn into the relationship, this ain't it for you, young lady, at all. Let him go find a lady that is okay with it. And I'm wondering if this is one of the guys that you like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm with him. He's so great. He's so wonderful. He looked good, smelling good, whatever. But he's not even texting you first. He's not even calling, always on the phone. He would not allow you to follow him on social media. You can't go out with your friends, but he going out with his friends. Let's leave. Let's leave. It's just over a year. You're 22 years old. Leave. Just go. That's all I got for her. That's all I got for her. Just leave him alone. He don't want you. He don't need you. Clearly. Y'all, that's all I have for y'all for unsolicited advice. Certainly we are here on Sundays. I think I found the sweet spot on Sundays at 5:00 for us to talk about this. Members, I got some, hot unsolicited advice for tomorrow night, 8:00, 8 p.m. EST. I have some clutching pearls, some heated unsolicited advice. Some folks not making it to the land of Oz, okay? Not making it to you know, the promised land and they staying with their man. I don't understand it. If you can't get me to Oz, Oz is spelled with a big O. If you can't get me to the land of Oz, why are we here? Why are we here? We don't need to be wasting time. Okay. We don't need to be wasting time. And we have the people of Walmart and we have a few signs. I have some risque signs too. Some signs that show a little bit of solicitation. Yeah, see you around the YouTube streets. So members tomorrow at 8 Tuesday, Cheryl is the reason we're gonna be doing slasher films. Freddie and Jason, we're gonna be talking about the franchise. No matter which movie you've watched, I have Reel It In on Tuesdays. And because it's this week is Halloween, we're going to cover slasher films. That was at Cheryl's request. So if you don't like it, talk to Cheryl. Okay? Talk to Cheryl Davis if you don't like our conversation on Tuesday. Wednesday night at 9, we're going to be covering Love is Blind Reunion. I'm going to be watching it live. I'm going to be watching it live. So if you want people to talk with while you're watching it, we're going to be here. We're going to hit play together at 9. So I'm probably going to be live by 8:45. We're going to be watching it. It's going to be an hour. We're going to be watching it. And if it's real tea to be spilled, I'll drop the link for y'all to come up and talk about it. But we'll do a full breakdown on Saturday as usual with Trey, who's here, and with Sam, who's also here. Yes, it's going to be jam-packed next week. I may do another Reel It In with another kind of slasher films because, that's Cheryl's favorite. I may do Child's Play, but I'm wondering what to do alongside Child's Play. But I'll figure it out. And then Friday, we have Unscripted, where we talk about whatever you want to talk about. And we mix in with music, a year in music. Members, you get to know which year we'll be covering in advance. And then Saturday, we have Love is Blind Denver. We talk about the reunion. We have Married at First Sight. Whatever is dropped, I have my recaps coming this week. Yes, Sam, it is going to be a fun week. It's going to be a jam-packed week. But we're here. We're here to have fun. And I'm happy for all the new members. Thank you to everyone who gifted memberships. Members, you can go in and there is Sugar Baby instructions for the membership. Sugar Baby instructions. I'm in the Sugar Baby segment of TikTok. I don't know why TikTok gave it to me, so I'm giving it to you. I don't need it. Y'all can have it. Child's Play and Annabelle. I don't know. That I was thinking that I was trying to figure out something back in that time, but it could be Annabelle. It could be the other one with Abigail, or the robot one. It could be that one. Can't figure it out. But we'll figure it out by Thursday. Before Thursday, you'll know what we're doing for Reel It In. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Cheryl approves, Trey. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll see members tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Okay. And I'll see you on the next one.